Hey, it's Donna Patrick, Sunset Hill Tree Farm, and today, well, it's butchering day. So we are going to be taking some of our roosters and turning them into supper. But I'm not real good at that. I'm gonna turn it over to my husband. I'm gonna let him do everything, and I'm gonna just kind of capture stuff on video, and he's gonna get to talk about it. So today, it is butchering chickens. Roosters on the farm. We hatch these out. We incubate eggs and hatch them out, and the females, of course, are laying hens, and we can sell them as a layer, or we can use them as laying hens. We keep them, and so when our older ones stop laying, then we have new ones to take their place, and we have a constant supply of eggs. So hens always have a usefulness. Roosters, not so much. You don't need a rooster for every hen, and so lots of roosters means you have excess animals that are eating more feed and not giving you back anything in exchange for it. So what we have to do is use them in the fryer, in the stew pot. They become food. And so this is one of those days when they give back to the farm. Nice looking roosters.
Okay, this is kind of a primitive setup. It's not the best in the world, but it works for me. I've never actually had a plucker. This is a new plucker that actually won it at the Mother Earth Expo in Belton this past February. So we'd signed up for it, and I actually won it. So this is a new thing for us. So normally what I'd do is I kill the chicken, and then I'd skin it. And we just didn't worry about plucking and all that, because I'm not going to stand around and pluck a chicken for 20 minutes. But this is supposed to do it in 15 seconds, so we're going to find out if it does or not. So I've got the plucker here. I've got a ice chest full of cold water. I've got a tub here that's for the waste to go in. I've got this ice chest here that we'll put the chickens in after we get them out of here, and then I can take them and then I can process them here on the table. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to actually go get a rooster, and chop his head off. Okay, these roosters that we've got that we're going to be butchering today, they're not actual meat birds. The meat birds, the Cornish crosses, have a lot more meat on them. These are a little bit lean and skinny, but they're still edible, and they're daggum sure tasty. And so it's about a 4-month-old bird. The hackle feathers have come in, and the tail feathers are coming in, and they're starting to curl, and there's no question about it, this is a rooster. Now some of these roosters are slow to develop, and it's hard to tell a hen from a rooster after a while, but anyway, this is going to be the first one. So I'm going to take him over here and take his head off. That's the most humane way that we can do it around here. Now what they do is they'll flop around and everything. I don't have killing cones. It would be better if we had killing cones. You'd actually slide them down in there and pull their head through there and just whack it, but I've got the old axe, the old standby. I could do it like Grandma used to do it, just grab it by the neck right here and sling it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the axe. Okay, I've got this one's head off, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hang it up here for a little bit, let him bleed out. He's going to flop around a little bit. Now I've got 4 more that I'm going to do the same way.
Okay, so all 5 have been deheaded, and we're getting ready to move to the next section. We're letting them bleed out right now, and then he'll be ready to put them in hot water and then put them in the chicken plucker. Go.
All right, this is the last of them. You want to soak them in this hot water. I just push them down in there where the whole chicken gets submerged except for the legs and where my hand is. I want to get them all tendered up. Get those feathers loosened up so they'll come out easier. Now if we're going to do a whole bunch, I would have a propane tank and a regular burner that keep the water hot, because it cools off pretty quick. That ought to be long enough. Then we drop it in here, turn this water on, flip the switch. That's probably long enough. That's probably less than 15 seconds.
There you go. That's a clean chicken. Got that one tail feather.
Okay, now that we've got the plucking done, now it didn't do a perfect job, but it's a lot better than what I'd want to have to do by hand. So I'm going to finish up pulling all these little pin feathers out of the wings, and then we'll start cutting it up. Well, first thing I want to do is I want to get these legs cut off here. If you can see the joint right here where they hinge, I'm going to cut right here below that joint into that area right there, and it cuts right off. Now I'm throwing all my scrap over here in a tub, and we're going to take this tub to the pigs actually, so they'll eat all the entrails and everything. So next thing you want to do is you want to make an incision between the legs here, right up into this area right here underneath the breastbone, the bottom base of the breastbone. That way we can get in there and get to the guts. It helps if you have a really sharp knife. And you don't want to cut into the guts. So I've got the whole you can reach in there and you can grab all the insides and just pull it out. One fell swoop. That's the daggone esophagus, and it doesn't want to come out. There it goes. Uh-oh. I'm going to wash some of this out right here.
Now we want some of that. Some of that is good eating, and we will keep it and eat it.
Now, this right here is the gizzard.
Yum, yum.
This right here is the liver.
Gallbladder right there.
This is the heart. No, that's not the heart.
I didn't think so. That's.
Where is the heart?
Did you not get it out?
It may not have come out. Nope, the heart's still in there.
Okay, heart still. I didn't think that looked like the heart.
There's
there
the
it
heart.
is.
There's the heart. So
that's it.
There's usually a blood clot right at the entrance of the heart, and you want to try to get that out if you can. And we'll do a little bit better job when we take it inside the house. But the rest of this, we don't need. Then we wash off our table. And I don't like the tail.
Nope.
So I cut this part out.
Get off! Let's get off.
Wash it off one more time. Then I put it in cold water.
There we go. There's one.
That's one.
One and done.
4 more to go. Okay, what we're doing now is we're doing the cleanup and the processing that I usually do here in the kitchen. The nasty work was done out there, and this is a little bit nasty here, but still a little bit more that we have to do here. I like the gizzard. This is a gizzard. Not everybody likes gizzards. I happen to like gizzards. I don't like to waste anything as far as chicken is concerned. Of course, back in the old days, they would take the feathers and they'd dry those out, and they would use them for bedding. I'm not doing that because we can buy stuff. We don't have to make our own bedding. But anyway, I usually cut right down that point on the gizzard. Now what I'm going to find in here is grit, gravel, and stuff like that, and maybe some of the leftover feed. See that right there? That's grit and gravel and feed. If you ever wanted to know what the teeth of a chicken look like, it's right there.
Yeah, there we go.
It's right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and we're going to empty that into here. Best that we can, and then we're going to wash it off. Yeah, if you'll notice this kind of dark looking, pale looking, well, dark and pale don't go together. It's a liner. It's a gizzard liner, and what I do is you just grab it right there and you peel all that liner off. That's not edible, so you don't want to eat that. Now, I guess you could if you wanted to, but I'm not eating it. And that just leaves the pliable gizzard. And that's all there is to it. And you can pull some of that leftover fat. This is about all it is fat off of the gizzard. Clean it up. And that's about all that we do with the gizzard. I'll wash it up real good.
Come in here. Are we staying in here? No. Can we go slide your thing? No.
Okay, this is the heart. And like I showed out there, we'll try to get that little blood clot out of there. It's right there at the entrance of the heart. And that one looked like it came right on out. So that's the heart. It's not real big, but it's good. So basically what we do here is just clean up the gizzards and the liver. This is liver right here. Get any kind of blood clots out of there that you can. And then it's a finished product.
Woohoo!
Some livers are different colors. I mean, it's a little bit lighter colored liver than the other chickens.
Interesting.
But we butchered 5 chickens, 5 roosters, and for one person, there's almost a meal of just gizzards and liver and hearts.
Yep.
It's a little bitty heart, but it's a heart. There it was. See that little? That's a blood clot. Try to get that out of there. One more harder, okay? See that blood? Put it out there. Squeeze it out. Get the blood out of the heart. Deal.